friends, welcome back to Leigh Talks Gymnastics with me, Leigh Craddock. It's been a while and welcome if you're new. I've had an impulse to record for this podcast because I don't know why. As soon as the competition for the Worlds got into swing, I was just inspired. I wanted to do an episode, and here I am. So, as I said, I will discuss my thoughts on the World Championships held in Jakarta. This is the senior version. I will be talking about the junior version in Manila, but you'll have to wait a bit for that. But hopefully there'll be some good stuff to talk about. Let's get started. So, quick qualification things that were noticed. There were a few gymnasts who were the favourites to make finals end up not making them, like Liang Wong, Abby Martin and Valentina Georgieva. They were all on vaults. Valentina had a little injury. Luckily it's not serious, and hoping Valentina gets well soon. Zhu Chin had 2 vaults on beam. Andrea Melkova, who was a favourite to qualify to floor, ended up being scoreless, so that's why she didn't qualify. Ellie Black nearly didn't compete because of mental blocks, but she managed to fight back and make this world team. She made the decision not to do all-around, which has worked well for her, and if she's facing herself, that's a good sign. She managed to hit both her routines, and we'll get to beam in a bit for Ellie, so stay tuned. But well done to Ellie. Dulcy Caylor, breaking those odds as she made 2 FF finals. Yes, Dulcy. She was also the highest scoring American, showing that the automatic qualification system for US trials is working. I'm glad that it's in place, and I like the fact that surprises can happen. Dulcy has proved that her selection wasn't a fluke. Her club says she's resilient and dedicated, and I'm still a huge fan of the big skill in her routine, which is her second pass. Let's move on to finals with the all-around. Angela Melkova won the title with a 4 and 3 2021 alongside USA's Liang Wong. I love Angelina's reaction as she knew it was going to be close after giving points away on beam because of her fall. Her competition, Liang played a steady game. She risked it with her Cheng and it paid off, winning her a medal, and well deserved. Third place went to a surprise gymnast. Zhang Qingying is a star. Solid competition, improving her beam routine for qualifications, where she's a favourite for her title, and a well-deserved medal. Congratulations, Zhang. Kaylia Nemour finished out the medals after a fall on beam on her wolf turn and error on her last pass on floor. I felt sad as I felt Kaylia could have done it this year, but unfortunately she didn't, and I'm hoping Kaylia can fix things around and improve and try and get rid of the nerves, because once she hits, she's a contender for the title and the medal for sure. I was really happy for my girls Ruby Evans and Abby Martin, who finished 10th and 8th by going 4 for 4. Ruby finished in the same position she did at Euros, but she scored higher than she did there, which is a huge achievement. She also hit bars! Yes! Abby improved from qualification, where she fell on beam, but managed to hit this time. She wanted to make top 10, that was in her targets, but she made it into the top 8. I'm so happy for them. Asia Tomato improved from quals to finish. She finished 5th like her sister Alice Tomato did in 2023, and I'm so happy for Asia as we've been waiting for a comeback and this is well deserved. And Asia, keep going because you are a star and I'm glad to have you back in competition. Vault final was chaos. Deng Yalan, a favourite for a medal, ended up having a mental block on her first vault where she jumped over the vault table, and it was shocking, and the judges and the coaches did the right thing to pull Deng out for serious injury, because it could be a lot more serious. Thankfully she's okay. Hoping Deng doesn't give up. Things happen and she's a talent, but I'm glad she's still okay and she didn't get hurt. I want to use this opportunity to speak about mental blocks, of course, because it's important that I talk about it, and I feel this is the time to do it, my friends. Mental blocks can happen and great gymnasts can struggle with it. I've heard so many stories and I really feel sad for these athletes. I remember Simone Biles when she had the twisties back in 2021. Seeing all the negative press makes me feel mad, as people don't know what goes on inside a gymnast's mind. Luckily Simone came back with a bronze on beam. She returned to Leigh in 2023 a lot better than she was in 2021, and of course there was no more mental blocks, so she ended up being okay. I would recommend watching Reese McClellan's video on it. I will put that link in the description down below, as it's important to listen to gymnasts. Sometimes mental blocks can lead to injury, as I have read. that happens if you basically either do a skill or you end up continuing with it because your mind's not working properly and it's just wanting you to do a skill and then you do a different skill, and that's not right. It's very serious to understand, and I do think you, me and any fan should listen to gymnasts and just hear what they have to say, because it's not as easy as it looks. It takes hard training, but also there is mental blocks that can ruin everything. So mental blocks is an important topic. Please listen to other gymnasts. Leah Monica Fontaine made her world debut. She won a silver with a double twist in Zhang and Lopez, which is a huge win for her, and a joint best of 4 result alongside Sean Olsen in 2018. Great result for Leah's first one. Let's talk Chengs. On one hand, Karina Schumacher did her Cheng, but it was at 2.0 as one hand touched the vault when it should have been 2 hands. So if it's 1 hand, you get a 2.0 deduction. If she did hit a Cheng with the 2 hands, we would have been looking at a different podium, but rules are rules, and I'm good for Karina, but she came back with a double twist in Yachenko. Hoping Karina can learn from this experience and avoid this happening again. She thought she might should get both hands across, but hopefully, as I said, she learns from the experience and keeps practicing the Cheng vault, because once she gets it, she's going to be getting good scores with it. On the other hand, Angelina Merkova upgraded her Lopez to a Cheng for her second vault. She improved from 2021 by winning the gold medal. She managed to place 2 hands on the vault, so she avoided the 2.0 deduction. And it's good to see Angelina have that success in vault, because it's been a while and she's always seemed to miss out, so it's good to see her win vault. Jocelyn Robson turned her fortunes around as she improved from qualifications to finish third. She did a new vault that was robbed with the scoring, in my honest opinion, but if the judges felt it wasn't done well, I can understand it. But halfway for Jocelyn, as she has struggles in the build-up to Worlds, but thanks to her teammates and miles, she stayed, she competed, and she's been won by her own individual medal. Sticking with the US and why the setters were right. It takes time to get their rhythm together, but Sky Brickley in Bar's final was brilliant. I enjoyed her performance. To me, she was a medalist, but the fact she was close shows that Sky has potential, so she should be proud of what she's done, and I'm glad Sky's back, and she's hoping to return to all-round in the future, but this is the perfect start for her, and she can learn from this. There's a bit of drama here, where Zoe Sheckley and her compete in the Bar's final. She injured her legs in the all-round on vault. She did do her routine, but she did fall on her dismount, and unfortunately it looked like she was injured. She still thinks she made the right decision, but with her leg injury, which isn't serious, I do think it would have been best if Sana Veerman, the reserve, took Zoe's place and she rested. After the whole thing with Sylvia Kovacs last year, I feel the Federation needs to stop getting their gymnasts injured. This is just as bad as what has happened with the Italians in the past, but recently, Enrico Casello, who is the director of the Italian Gymnasts Federation, has been making some correct choices. He sent a team that hadn't been to Worlds or hadn't been to Worlds in a while, and also has made a decision to pull Manuel Esposito out of this Avogando Memorial competition, which is restricting the chance of injuries to the best of the Italian gymnasts. But also, we get to see Giulia Pirelli again, and of course, at the World Championships, where Asia Tomatillo performed a fantastic performance in the all-round. Kate McDowell was brilliant in the bars final, and so was Naomi Vista, who had finally had her first hit in the final for a long time, so she should really be proud of herself. Angelina Merkova came to her last medal of the competition, and it was her first worldwide bar medal. She took 3 medals at Euros, including a gold in 2021. So I'm glad that Angelina's finally starting to hit bars worldwide, because she's doing fantastic. The 2 winners in my eyes were Yang Fang-Wai and Kaylia Nemour. Both performed at Epicus. Yang had a bit of a bent leg when she was trying to do her Ebner skill, but she still was able to do it, and that cost her points, and she ended up placing third, but she still did a great job. Kaylia had a struggle in the all-round, but she fixed those errors. She improved to claim the bars title by point and becoming the first ever Algerian world champion. After changing from avant and training with Nadia Mast, who has continued to help Kaylia shine, Kaylia has proven that she is still the best bar worker in the world. Let's move on to beam, where Kaylia Nemour made a statement. After mistakes in the qualification round and in the all-round, she finally hit her beam. She managed to deliver her world turn, but she only did it once, which helped her claim the silver medal. So I'm so happy for Kaylia to continue history making and improve on beam. Even though they didn't medal, Flavia Saraiva and Ellie Black show clean routines and showing that the potential is still there for them. Sabrina Vonia and Dulcy Caylor had mistakes in the routines but did the best they could in this situation. Zhang Qingying managed to hit a big beam routine, and after 3 successive score increases at Worlds, Zhang finally broke 15 to win, the first in Simone Biles in 2019. Zhang is a star, and I'm glad that she came to this competition and shown that there's more potential for her. Amanda Yap made history for Singapore by becoming their first event finalist. She didn't expect to qualify to beam, so she went to do an exam and came back for beam finals. She made Singapore proud and she performed a clean beam routine. It was nice to see Amanda compete and represent Singapore on the world stage, and this is a big achievement, so I'm happy that Amanda got this opportunity to compete. Aiko Sughaira came back from a 4 on bars during the all-round to claim beam bronze after upgrading her difficulty, and I'm so happy for her. Later on in the day, she claimed gold with a charismatic and impressive floor exercise. It's amazing to see Aiko have a fantastic day in competition. She enjoyed herself, so I'm so happy for her. It's amazing to see Aiko have a fantastic day, and she enjoyed herself, so I'm happy for her. And of course, she deserves both her medals that she won at this World Championships. This was her 6th Worlds, and she's been competing for a long time. And for her to finally be rewarded is brilliant, and I'm hoping she sticks around as her scores can help her team very well in team competitions going forward worldwide. Some of the favourites struggle, like Sabrina Vonia and Rina Kishi, who finished outside of the medals. A shout out to Dulcy Caylor. It may have not gone away on floor either, but I'm hoping she sticks around, as US might need her on certain applications, and she has a great double twist in your finger, so please, Dulcy, don't get yourself down. You did a fantastic job, and you've definitely got potential for the future. Lisa Goto was in contention for a good ball score, but she missed out on a leap series that dragged her score down. I feel sad for Lisa, as she was upset, and she deserves a lot of support right now in the midst of the Romanian gym drama. A huge congratulations to Julie Perret for making her first senior final. It may not have gone away in finals, but she has potential going forwards, as she has had success in her junior years, but it will take time for her to grow. As a Brit, I was happy to see the competition end on a high for Ruby Evans and Abby Mine. These girls continued their streak of hit routines and won a well-deserved medal each. Ruby and you had a chance, and I wanted to win a medal with her Series 14 that is inspired by Birds Ray after Euros and Paris. But with Abby, I wasn't sure based on how the scores were, but this competition showed things could change. But what performance from her, and a well-deserved result. She was come from injury at the start of the year, so for her to go from that to come and perform what she did is impressive, and I'm so proud for Abby. Congratulations, Ruby and Abby, you did amazing. And of course, a first for women's artistic gymnastics to have 2 Brits on the same podium. Yes! There is a risk of all results being null, which is heartbreaking, but we will see if this happens. To finish this episode, something fun. Team USA won the 2025 Jiu-Jitsu Infinity Award for the performances and the potential going forward, so it's a huge win for them, and they have struggles with it, but it's good to see them still get this award. Ellie Black won the Paris 2024 Fair Play Award. Ellie went viral for coming to many Jiu-Jitsu standouts at the games last year. She had a bad day in qualification, and then afterwards, Ellie came to compete. The good news is Melanie is doing well, and she's explained that she still loves gymnastics, and she doesn't know if she's going to return yet. This award for Ellie shows that she's good at sportsmanship. I remember after Claudia Fabre's 4 in Montreal, Ellie congratulated her just before she was about to compete. Congratulations to Dulcie, Jocelyn, Leanne, Sky, the US team and Ellie for their awards. What was your favourite performance of this World Championships? Comment down below. You can also get in touch on my social media accounts, Lisa YT, not just for podcasts, but for more fun things, or at Melanie Marine 18 for my gymnastics discussions, and also subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe, it will really help grow the community, and I do want to try and get more gymnastic fans involved and listen to bring some positive discussions. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will be doing a junior one, but before, I will backtrack in my next episode for the European Championships 2025, where expect me to talk about Melina Esposito, Emma Fioravanti, Anna Barbosa, Nia Duell, and more. Thank you for listening. and I'll see you in my next episode. Goodbye, Ron.